Welcome back to Lopes Lately. I'm Melodi Hankins.
And I'm Olivia Osen. The semester may be winding down, but campus isn't slowing down.
And we've got a packed show for you today. Stay tuned. We have a new lip sync champion. This week at one of GCU's most popular events, Deliverance delivered a winning performance.
All of the teams put in a lot of work and gave students an amazing show. Reporter Tatum Faust got to see it all.
The lip sync battle for good. The theme of this massive event on campus is based on the box office hit Wicked. Our students have prepared tirelessly for weeks, but tonight only one team can come out on top.
Deliverance, the all-boys lip sync team of 2025 are champions. Between intense rehearsals, perfect execution, and those awesome uniforms, this team was truly the one to beat.
By the second week, we had a bunch of guys who I didn't know any of them, and it came to be like one of the closest group of dudes that just clicked so instantly. They all wanted to try new things. They all wanted to do things that have never been done in lip sync before. And honestly, these guys are so dedicated. You gotta thank them. I mean, they would sit there for 3-4 hours, and the dedication from them is just absolutely insane.
Though these young men worked hard, they could not have done it alone. Their coach, Hannah Spiros, did not only win this year, but has coached and choreographed for the winning team numerous years in a row.
I'm just so proud of the guys. They gave it their 110%, and that was the most energy I've ever seen. And I think that it just got me so excited because it showed that they cared about what they were doing. And I care about it so much, and I'm just so glad that they were able to execute that. You don't really see a lot of guys wanting to try something out of their comfort zone, and they really did that. They stepped out of their comfort zone and had passion for it. And there were guys crying when they were done performing, and there been guys saying it is the best moment of their lives, and it's just incredible to hear that.
GCU's tradition of lip sync battle doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Deliverance, as well as the other competing teams, have truly used their lip sync skills for good this evening. And I can't wait to see what's in store next year. I'm Tatum Faust.
What amazing performances. No surprise, this is one of GCU's favorite events of the year. Did you go to the lip sync battle?
I did. I loved the Deliverance routine, but I also really liked Mask Off.
Really, I loved Metro Motion. They were amazing.
It may seem like an odd matchup, but when the Arizona Cardinals and GCU esports came together to raise money for kids in need this weekend, it was a match that worked perfectly. Kalkidan and Meyer was at State Farm Stadium for this exciting event and has our story.
Esports and football don't usually share the same field, but this weekend they did. GCU Esports collaborated with the Arizona Cardinals and Arizona's Children Association to turn gaming into giving. On November 15th and 16th, gamers from across the valley filled GCU's esports arena and the outdoor event space at State Farm Stadium for a 2-day Super Smash Bros. Tournament. Players battled it out for a chance to be one of 16 gamers who made it to the final round and got to compete at State Farm Stadium's outdoor event space, an experience that blended the intensity of a competitive esports with the energy of a professional sports environment. The event was organized by GCU Esports and Cardinals staff, including GCU alum Blake Davis, who now works in group sales for the Arizona Cardinals. Together, they helped create an opportunity where competition could make a difference.
With being a former alumni playing esports myself, it just kind of made some sense to try and blend it together with my current occupation. And so when I moved to the groups team, kind of had an idea of creating an esports event. And so thought it made the most sense to start with GCU and kind of grow it from the ground up.
It's been a wonderful event. We raised over $10,000. We're just super grateful.
The collaboration centered around raising money for Arizona's Children Association.
We started out as an orphanage, and we do a lot of support for foster families. We help people get adopted, children get adopted. We work with kinship families. We provide family education and support services. So we're a statewide organization as well.
We do a thing called Gifts of Hope, which is for Christmas. So we make sure that every single kid that we serve, over 3,000 of them, get at least a $75 gift or more.
This is GCU's second time partnering with Arizona's Children Association. a partnership both sides hope to continue in the future.
From the esports arena to State Farm Stadium, this weekend showed us how competition can spark change. With GCU Esports, Arizona Cardinals, and Arizona's Children Association coming together to make a change for the children in our state. Reporting for Lopes Lately, I'm Kalkidan Meyer. Sports on campus are still in full swing. Phoebe Machakos tells us more.
Happy Monday, Lopes fans, and welcome back to another week of sports. Let's hop right into men's soccer. The Lopes are WAC champions after taking down San Jose State 2-1, and Junior Doof delivered the game winner. It's his 17th goal of the year, setting a new Division I era single-season record for both goals and points. They will take their 8-match unbeaten streak to Los Angeles to take on the Big Ten champions UCLA on Thursday, November 20th in the NCAA tournament. The last time the teams met in 2022, the Lopes gained their highest-ranked win in program history over the Bruins. Men's basketball fell on the road at St. Louis 78-64. Makai Williams led the Lopes with 20 points, but it was a rough shooting night. The game resulted in the team falling down 2-2 and look back to get in the win column on Friday when they host Northwestern State. Women's basketball dropped a close one at UC Santa Barbara, 72-70. The game featured 10 lead changes and 7 ties. Juliana Lamendola led GCU with 17 points. The Lopes are still looking for their first win. They'll have a chance tomorrow when they host the SMU Mustangs. Tip-off is at 6 p.m. at the Global Credit Union Arena, so make sure to support our Lopes. Next, we're spotlighting a different kind of athletic grind. Did you know GCU is home to a nationally ranked powerlifter? Caden Moore has a story.
I was on soccer and swim in high school. I was in the weight room, and I never really liked either sport. I was like, wow, the weight room is actually like the most fun place ever. And so I was like, is there like a sport for this?
And Apollo found what he was looking for. Bruckebauer has been powerlifting for a few years now and has been training with a full head of steam. And his schedule is nothing but intense.
I train 4 days a week pretty much. And so it's on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I can run into, like, if I'm not talking to people, it's usually like 2.5 hours. But if I'm talking to somebody, it runs into like 4 hours. I can't even lie.
And all that training has been worth it. Last year, Bruckebauer was ranked 20th in the nation and ranked 2nd at nationals. His next competition is on December 7th in Phoenix. But powerlifting resonates with Bruckebauer in a more personal manner.
Jesus definitely gave me the strength to do this. And so I don't know why I wouldn't do it.
That reminded me of a very special verse, Philippians 4:13. I can do all this through him who gives me strength. If you want to see more on Apollo's journey, you can follow apoyo.lifts on Instagram and send him your support for his next competition. I'm Kaden Moore, reporting for Lopes Lately.
Thanks, Caden. Women's volleyball picked up a 3-1 road win at Nevada. The Lopes hold 5th place in the Mountain West with a 2-match lead on Air Force and San Jose State. 6 teams qualify for the conference tournament, and GCU closes the regular season with 2 tough road matches at Colorado State on Thursday and Wyoming on Saturday. Well, that's all for sports today. As always, I'm Phoebe Machakos with Lopes Lately. Back to you guys.
Not only do our athletes work hard, but there's an up-and-coming group of hardworking and highly qualified students that manage a huge amount of money here on campus.
The Student Managed Investment Fund started out small, but reporter Spencer White tells us they now manage millions of dollars.
A group of dedicated students have been gaining real-world experience managing and investing funds, the profits of which will eventually go to many projects around GCU. The Student Managed Investment Fund, otherwise known as the SMIF, is a select group of students that manage $5 million worth of assets. Members of the fund spend their time searching the stock market for undervalued businesses that they can then invest in.
We look at businesses from a fundamental perspective, and we try to invest in businesses that are, essentially our motto is investing in good businesses at great prices, and look at the fundamental sides of a business, invest in it for the long term, and capture that gain over time.
SMIF started small just 2 years ago in 2023, and despite this, it is growing fast with more and more applicants every semester, along with more and more money to play with.
Started with about 7 folks from the Finance and Economics Club leadership team, and we all came together. We got the phenomenal opportunity from the College of Business to manage essentially $1.25 million. As of today, we've got about 86, 87 people in the investment fund, so it's definitely grown a lot. Yeah, we definitely had humble beginnings for sure.
Thanks to their continuing success, the School of Business has provided the Smith with resources that most schools never get the opportunity to use. Not only does the school provide real money for the students to invest with, but even things such as extremely expensive computers called Bloomberg terminals.
Here at the Charles Schwab Center, a lot of the terminals we get to use, there is a price tag associated with that. It's around $30,000 a year per terminal to run, and we have about 12 of them inside of the Charles Schwab Center. So the fact that we get to utilize that as students here at Grand Canyon University, I think is just an amazing opportunity.
While these opportunities give tons of incredible real-world experience, the community the fund has built is arguably even more valuable.
When you surround yourself with A-teamers, you become an A-teamer, but it also creates a culture where everyone is trying to make everybody else better. So it's that iron sharpens iron mentality.
If the success of this fund wasn't clear enough, they even have an 87% internship rate and a 92% full-time job rate. If you want to apply and get involved with the Smith, you can check out their Instagram at GCU Smith, or their LinkedIn, where they will be putting out their application at the beginning of each semester. I'm Spencer Wyatt with Lopes Lately.
Part of the profit Smith makes goes directly back to the College of Business to fund scholarships and other resources.
Another GCU club is warming up their vocal cords for their upcoming debut performance. The Canyon Bells are hitting the stage for the first time at GCU's annual Acapella Fall Showcase. It will be held at the Sunset Auditorium on Friday the 21st. They'll be joining GCU's original acapella team, the Canyon Crescendos. President Kaylee Powell explains how they are getting ready.
So we have 4 songs that we were preparing, arranged by many people, some of them in the other group and some by people in our own group. We have been doing a lot of extra rehearsals, extended rehearsals to prepare for this, getting our entire board together, getting arrangements together, getting all of our choreography done, and just working really hard as a group to get our arrangements finished and perfected.
The Acapella Fall Showcase is free for all students. Get more information on Instagram at GCU Club Acapella.
It's finally starting to cool down on campus. Taylor Woods joins us now with a look at our forecast.
Good afternoon, Lopes. It's been another beautiful Monday here in the Valley, and we expect the heat to stop at around 73 degrees. Now taking a look into the rest of the week, we see a drop in temperature because of a cold front that is coming from way up in the Pacific Northwest, with the lowest being a chilly 51 degrees on Friday. This will be the best time to swap shorts for pants if you haven't already. And for my GCU people spending their first semester in Arizona, this is the best time to break out your fall sweaters, grab a hot cup of hot cocoa, bundle up in a blanket, and maybe get a head start on those Christmas movies. Continuing with the fall weather, showers are likely to hit the valley Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. That will also spike our humidity. The weather will clear up in time for Thanksgiving break, so let's look forward to safe travels wherever it may take us. That's your forecast for the week. I'm Taylor Woods. Olivia, back to you.
It wasn't from the rain, but 9 rooms in Sedona Hall flooded last week. A broken pipe caused a sprinkler to go off for nearly 10 minutes in one of the rooms. The water spread down the hall into the floors below, affecting students who were forced to move temporarily to rooms in Saguaro Hall and Turquoise Apartments.
So I got my laptop and a couple bedding things and took it all from Sedona to Turquoise, stayed with my 2 suite mates and my roommate in one tiny little room with 2 sets of bunk beds and 1 bathroom. For 4 guys, that's not a lot of space.
Students have the option of getting a new room altogether or waiting up to 2 weeks for repairs to be done in Sedona.
Next up, one of the brightest personalities on campus is driving with style and spreading his smile. You probably know exactly who we're talking about. Reporter Cade Faust has the story.
Holla, 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 we making noise, hold up, hold up, hold up.
Gregory Dumas, also known as the Original Man, drives an electric shuttle here on campus and brings a unique energy to every student from behind the wheel. Greg is a living example of how daily positivity creates the most connection. When asked about how he maintains this vibe every day on the job, his reason speaks for itself.
People. I love being around people, honestly, you know what I mean? And What I've come to understand in my short walk in life, you never know what nobody's going through. They might need that moment just to get out of whatever's going on up here. You know what I mean? So my job is to get them out from up here. If it's only for a couple of laps around here, by the time I cut them loose, whatever was up here ain't up there for the time being. You know what I mean? It may come back later, but right now, my job is to eliminate whatever's going on. And the process of me doing that, it brings a smile on their face. And when they smile, that makes me smile.
Greg's light shines so bright, it elevates the street and everyone around. Even his coworker had this to say about him.
I want to make sure I give Greg his props is just due because he has a real good energy when he's on the EVs. You know, he inspired me to, you know, just bring my energy out a little bit more.
With such a great reputation, what should passengers expect from the man himself in the future?
When they riding on the D train, they can get ready for the ride of their life. Because for the next loop or two, we going to be doing what we do.
Anyone in need of a ride across campus can catch Greg from 4 to 8 p.m. from Monday through Friday. And as always, Greg will be happy to have you. My name's Cade Faust for Lopes Lately.
I love seeing the shuttle campus drivers driving around and loving their job.
No, me too. Every time he drives by, I'm like hitting my little dance. And I don't know what Gregory is going to do next week because we're all out for Thanksgiving break. But I'm so excited to see my newborn niece and my mom. Who are you excited to see?
How special. I am excited to see my mom for sure, but also my dad and my siblings, so a little bit of everyone. We headed down to Lopes Way to check in with you guys, and there's quite a mix of answers.
My family. I haven't seen them in like a month.
I would say probably my brother.
My mom.
Probably my mom.
Probably my mom.
My mom lives out here, so I'm just gonna spend time with her.
My mom.
My dogs.
My dogs.
My friend Noah, because I'm going to Colorado.
My baby brother.
Most definitely my mom.
My hometown matcha maker.
My family.
My family.
Probably my pet ferret, Leopold.
My mom.
Probably my cousin that I never see.
A pet ferret. Melody, do you have any unusual pets?
No pets over here.
That is all we have for you today. Don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube at GCU Future Broadcasters and follow us on Instagram at GCUFBC.
And have a great Thanksgiving break. We'll be back on December 8th with another show. I'm Melodi Hankins.
And I'm Olivia Osen.
And this is Lopes Lately.